Hello, this is Betty Raymer, and I am Bella's Nana on her mother's side. And I have some pictures here that are family pictures of all generations. I'll start out with the one here on the right, and that's my mother when she was about 10 probably. And beside her is the rocking chair and the doll, of which I have both. I now have her rocking chair that she even used when she was small, and they used it as a high chair. It had a piece that went across it. It's pretty cool. My parents in earlier years, and it shows my dad asleep, which he worked so hard every time he sat down. He tended to fall asleep, and we would get tickled when he was out. When we were together as a family, he would sit down and off he'd go. The next picture is my mother and daddy's 50th anniversary, and it's them and Dwight, my husband, and myself, and then Marsh and Bob, which is Bella's parents. That's the oldest daughter, and then our younger two, Tom and Steph, in front of them. The next picture is of Dwight and I when it was either right before we married or right after we married, when we first were together. The next picture is another picture of my mother, and she has another doll, and I believe I have that doll also. I collect dolls. I'll go toward the top. The next picture is my great-grandmother on my mother's side. I never got to see her, but I was named after her. The next picture is my mother, and it looks like she's holding a doll there, but she's sitting on the steps, and if that picture hadn't been trimmed down, it had the Rock Asphalt sign up on the post. The next picture at the top is my mother and daddy's anniversary, and I'm wanting to say it looks like it must have been, or it could have been a birthday. I'm not for sure. It's just a really good picture of my parents. The next picture is my dad when he was very small, standing in a chair, and he almost looks like a little girl. Of course, back then when they took pictures, they made the boys almost look like girls. The next picture is a special picture to me in that it is my grandmother who died when I was 4. I was named after her. Her name was May. The next picture down here, starting from the right to the left, is my grandmother and my father's sister and maybe husband. I can't tell who that one is. But then that's my dad with them, with the only first cousin that I had. The next picture is my mother and my brother, and he's not too awfully large there, and he's on like a toy telephone. The next picture is my precious grandchildren. That is Bella, Bree, and Spencer, all in front of a Christmas tree. The next picture is me, and that I would say I was probably about 6 years old. That was when we still lived at Summit. The last picture is my mother and her dad and his mother and my brother. I have one brother, Tommy, an older brother, and that's of him. So you've met my family, quite a few of them pretty old. Hope you've enjoyed seeing them. This has been good to reminisce on. Thank you for letting me share.